meantime, ang dami nating paayuda from Mayor. Now, we've been getting a lot of vegetables. They've been very cheap, very affordable. All our friends from, yung mga farmers natin from Benguet, they've been giving us all of our vegetables right now in such a way that it's available to everyone. It's so easy, so cheap, so convenient. So, why not cook it? Now, the problem is, what if naubusan na tayo ng recipe pang luto? I have a simple solution for that. Especially if, the best way to use your veggies is if it's still crispy, no? Ang gawin natin, let's pickle our vegetables or i-atchara natin sila. Very quick and easy. See this? Dami nating gulay, no? Every single vegetable here, we will pickle. We'll do two types of pickles. Yung Filipino style. I personally love pickled ampalaya. Ang sarap nung flavor niya, naglalaban yung sweet, salty, syempre the tart, yung asim, no? And yung bitterness ng ampalaya. We will also use yung mga favorite natin. Bell peppers, carrots, cauliflower, no? So we'll make a western style type of pickle also. It's fun kasi tayong lahat sanay tayo sa pickled na labanos, pickled na yung cucumber, 'di ba? Yung talaga yung pipino lang. Why don't we make use of all the veggies in our ref? Pickle it will last longer kasi yung veggies ang bilis na yan ang bilis malamog. So, let's make the shelf life more extended, especially now during ECQ. We need to make sure that we have enough we don't have our food go to waste. Okay? Let's begin. Okay, for your ampalaya, all you have to do is take out the tips. Split it in half. Tanggalin nyo yung white part sa loob. You can use a spoon. Just scrape it out. Okay? Yan. Kung mas manipis yung kutsara nyo, better. Scrape out all of that. Ganyan lang. Tanggal yung seeds. Lahat yan. Okay? Yan yung medyo mapakla na part You want that out. Then now, start slicing your ampalaya. So just in a rocking motion. As thin or as thick as you want. Now what you want to do, put all of the ampalaya in the bowl, then sprinkle it with a lot of salt. I'm just using iodized salt. What will happen is, all of this salt will extract all of the bitter flavor from the ampalaya. Yan ang sikreto, yung mga ayaw ng mapakla or mapait na ampalaya, no? Yung salt, you have to salt it. Papaliguan mo talaga. Don't worry, it won't be too salty because what will happen is, we are going to rinse it after around 30 minutes to 1 hour. So it'll be fine, okay? So just leave it like that. Don't worry. Just, continue chopping the rest of your vegetables. Next, we're gonna slice up some beautiful bell peppers. Some red bell pepper and yellow bell pepper. Both of these peppers are really loaded in vitamin C, L-Carnitine, and all these other vitamins that you need, okay? Let's start chopping them up. Let's start with the red one. Very easy. Take out the top, take out the tip, then slice it slightly. We're going to take out the seeds and the ribs. There. Open it up. The ribs are the white part. Again, you don't want any of that bitter stuff into your pickles. There. Take out the white ribs. Seeds come out with it. There you go. Okay. Nice and clean. Bell pepper. No ribs, no seeds. Some people like strips of bell pepper in their pickles. I like them diced for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe nice big dice there. Okay. Stack them up. All relatively the same size. There you go. Okay, red bell pepper. And now for your yellow bell pepper to add some color into our pickles. Same technique. Off at the top, off at the bottom. Try to spread it out. Take out the ribs. Nice. You can still take out a little bit of the rib right there. Take out all that bitter stuff. Bawal ang bitter. Again, same procedure. Dice it up. Place all your veggies in a tray. Now let's chop up some beans. Yes, beans. I'm using string beans for this. String beans are also very fun to use in pickles. They give a little bit of heft. They give a little bit of crunch. I'm just taking out the tips. Make them manageable sizes. I think around 1 inch is okay. Make sure they're all around the same size so that when you pickle them, they all pickle at the same time. How about some cauliflower? Let's add some cauliflower into our life. Let's just take the florets. You know what? Let's just go straight to the root. Take it out. There you go. Just peel it. Chop that root right there. Okay. Now you want to go through the stem. All you want is the florets for this. Just be very careful so that you don't get, too much of the flowers, of the florets away. Chop that right there. Actually, the dirty stuff, all you have to do is just really skim it. Take out all that dirt. This has been pre-washed already, so that's just probably some of the natural occurring discoloration. Okay, next we're gonna do carrots. Bear with me here. I'm not going to peel my carrots. Yes, I'm not. I like that, you know how carrots grow underground, and I would want some of that, funk. That funky bacteria in my pickles for no other reason than because I think it will give it a better fermentation, better taste when you start pickling it. I washed this already. We want to go almost a zero waste as much as we can. So I'm gonna include the skin of the carrots here. We'll do some coins. So again, same with every other vegetable we've been doing. Rocking motion. There, coins, 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 coins for the carrots. We're gonna need some red onions for this recipe. Okay, just slice it on top, slice it in the middle, quick and easy. Take out the skin, take out the tips. Okay, red onion, take out the tops, slice them really thin, all the way through. Finally, some garlic. If you don't want the flavor of garlic, if you don't like it, don't put too much. I'm gonna put a couple of cloves into my jars. Just really pound them. There you go, to get the skins off. Okay, you don't really want to mince your garlic. Maybe just chop them up into sizable chunks. Okay, so check out our veggie tray, ready for pickling in a bit. So now, we've mentioned this earlier, a lot of my veggies contain a lot of vitamins. We have vitamin C over here, carrots, here, vitamin C. We have vitamin D over here, a little bit. You get it from the sun, you can also get it from the cauliflower, a lot of vitamin E, B complex, also L-Carnitine, really great for our bodies. It's like the fuel that will jumpstart the burning of the fats in your body. They always say that vegetables are important for fiber and L-Carnitine. That's not enough. You'll have to consume a huge amount just so that you have the proper amount of L-Carnitine to start burning all that belly fat right here. This is what I use. I use LeGARDE. It's the easiest way to really help all that fat burning stuff, right, in the cells of your vegetables, in your body, to really, get at it. So there. So we're gonna start the pickling liquid now. Okay, so now back to our ampalaya. See all that? See all that liquid? Can you see that? That is called the process of osmosis. So it's a process of the salts pulling out all of the liquids from your item or from your vegetables. So what happened was it pulled out all of that. That's all the bitter stuff from your ampalaya. So that's gone. It won't be as bitter anymore. So what we have to do is throw away that liquid and wash your ampalaya. Okay. Okay, for the pickling liquid, this is a very easy recipe. We call this a quick pickle. So you want to bring to a slight boil 2 cups of vinegar. I'm using white distilled vinegar. 2 cups of water. So equal amounts vinegar and water. Too much vinegar will make it too tart. For this recipe, I want to add in 4 teaspoons of salt. You don't really have to boil this. As long as the salt is melted, you're good. Maybe a tablespoon of sugar. Honestly, sugar for pickles is really to taste. It's up to you how sweet you want it. Let's add 2 tablespoons. A couple of bay leaves. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's okay. There you go. Around a tablespoon of peppercorn. Whole black peppercorns. Just keep on mixing this until your salt and sugar melts into your pickling liquid. At this point, if you want to add more flavorings like dill, if you're going to make dill pickles, so you just add dill seed or maybe oregano if you want a more Italian flavor for your pickles, do it right now, it's fine. If you want to use other vinegars like aged vinegars like balsamic, I don't think it will really work as well. So the clearer vinegars, the more neutral ones, the better. Okay, so when your pickling liquid starts simmering a bit, oh, that smells so good. Clearing my nostrils right now, my sinuses. You have to taste it so that you know if you have already the proper amount of sugar and salt. I like it. Some people prefer a sweeter pickle. This has the right amount of balance for me. I'm good to go with the jarring process now. Okay, so let's now begin the jarring process. I have a couple of jars here, some mason jars, some basic jars here. I don't know what you call this jar, where you fasten it with a rubber thing. So, unahin na natin tong si atchara. It has to be tightly packed. Siksikin natin. Yan, missing itong. There you go. Tapos, halo-haluan natin yan, ha? Palaya. Let's put half of the red onions. Some of the red onions. I sterilized these jars beforehand so that they'd be nice and clean. How to sterilize? Just submerge them in boiling water. Oh, you know what? Let's add some red bell pepper. Not all, it's a couple. Right now, if you want to put ginger or luya, that would be perfect also. A little bit of the garlic, half of what you pounded. Let's put the rest of the ampalaya. Make sure it's nice and tight. Nice and tight. I think there's still a little bit of space in there to put some carrots. Carrots for me are always natural sweeteners for a lot of things. For soups, salads, even for pickles. A little bit more. Let's top it off with the onions. Onions and garlic, they really provide a nice amount of funk for the fermentation process. Nice flavoring. It gets all of the acids going. So that's the base first, the ampalaya. Look at that layering, right? Your ampalaya, your onions, garlic, carrots, a little bit of the red bell pepper. If you have ginger at home, that was the best time to put ginger. Now, for the Western style pickles, put in our cauliflower. Cauliflower is big and chunky, you know? So maybe this is where layering comes in so that it all falls into place. After the cauliflower, a bit of the cauliflower, let's put some bell peppers, maybe some of the carrots, onions. Make sure you have a nice, decent mix of all the veggies in there. Your beans. If you want to blanch your beans, go ahead, but I like mine crunchy. Your garlic, again, it will aid in the fermentation. Look at those layers of colors, guys. If you put Italian spices here and herbs, this will be called a giardiniera, you know? That's an Italian pickle that you can put in sandwiches. I would love to put this in a sandwich right now. Check it out. Look at that beautiful layering. So it's time to put in your pickling liquid into your jars. Doesn't matter if some of the peppercorns get in there. You can strain it if you want. Me, I'm okay with it. Adds a bit of color too. Make sure that your pickling liquid covers everything. Your pickling liquid is still a bit warm, so it's gonna cook it a little bit. Do the same for all your jars. Again, if you don't like, you know, peppercorns all over your pickle, just strain it. Doesn't matter. So what you're doing now here is forming all that lacto fermentation goodness. You know, it's just vinegar. This is a way of preserving all your vegetables. You're running out of recipes on how to cook your veggies, but you don't want them to go to waste. But again, make sure your vegetables are still nice and crispy. Start putting the lids on. It's not that warm, so don't worry. There's no fear of it exploding. Perfect. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Super excited. Give them all a quick punch there so it kind of gets everywhere all mixed up. You know what? It's already starting to ferment actually. See all the bubbles there? Trying to get through all the air pockets. So that's it, guys. Quick and easy pickle. You call this a quick pickle. So this is a quick and easy version. So this is your atcharang ampalaya. Keep this in the ref now. Some people go another step and just really sterilize the jars again outside. They just submerge them around a couple of minutes in boiling water. I'm okay with it just being this way, you know? The vinegars and everything else will help the fermentation already and keep it clean. This is my Western version. Check out all the colors. These are so colorful. Time to put them in the chiller. Okay guys, so it's been 5 days now since we started pickling. Excited na ako. Oh, ang hilig ko sa atchara eh, di ba? Ang hilig ko sa atchara sa pickles. So, ito, let's start with this one. Ito yung ating pickled ampalaya. Smell. Smells good. Saan bagay ang pickled na ampalaya? Mga pineritong isda, pineritong baboy, anywhere actually. Ako, kahit saan, ulamin ko to sa tapsilog, di ba? Ang sarap nito sa kakatiran ng pulang itlog na maalat. Yan, kuha tayo ng Try natin to go deep. Hindi ito yung matamis na atchara. This is more the sour type. If you want your atchara to be sweeter, just add more sugar. That's ating vinegar solution. Okay, ito na. Sarap siya. Ang ganda ng process niya. Even if it still has its crispness, its crunchiness, you know na nababad siya. Kasi hindi siya hilaw, hindi siya raw. So the pickling process really penetrated our vegetables. I love it. I enjoy it. I don't know, maybe if you want it a little bit sweeter, maybe halfway through, lagyan ko ng konting sugar para maibabigla yung flavor profile. I don't know. Ito naman yung ating Western vegetables. Vlogger. Check that out. Ganda oh. Let's try it. Teka lang, mussels. Yan. Okay. Oy. Use a different fork for it para malinis. Diretso tayo sa cauliflower. Kita mo may konting bubbles eh. That's the That's the lactic acid. That's the lactic fermentation that you want when you pickle something. What does it do? Diba? Again, remember I kept on saying this key term earlier, yung L-Carnitine. Lactic acid, L-Carnitine. These things really help in your digestion. Yung digestion ng iyong katawan. So, that's why we love pickles. Yung mga ganitong atchara, kimchi, etc. Let's try it. Okay, grabe siya. I have a new best friend, guys. Itong aking pickled vegetables, yung aking western style. Kasi ito, Filipino style, western style. Ang galing niya. I guess it's a bit sweeter than the ampalaya because obviously, ampalaya. Huwag kang bitter. Huwag kang ampalaya. Without adding extra sugar, maybe it's because of the carrots, the bell peppers. It is more pronounced. Even the cauliflower, I guess. At saka mas bubbly siya, mas fizzy. So nagkaroon ng fermentation that happened. I love it. What you can do is you can chop it up. You can spruce up your favorite sandwich. Kunwari may ham and cheese ka na sandwich, buksan mo lang, halo mo siya. Eat this with a nice steak, maybe. A nice pork roast. Okay. Sobrang okay. So guys, there. Now that we have our finished product, I just again want to encourage everyone to make their own pickles at home. Mag-atchara kayo sa bahay. It's super easy, super delicious. It's something you can do with if you have too much vegetables. But again, reminder, make sure the vegetables that you use are the crisp, fresh ones. Huwag na yung malalamog na. Malalamog na, lutuin nyo na lang, gawin yung soup or whatever. But this is amazing. What you can do now is, I highly suggest, make your own pickles at home. It's easy, it's amazing, helps with your digestive system. Again, this is not enough actually for your daily requirement or your daily dosage of L-Carnitine. So if I were you, get supplements. Me, I like using, like I mentioned earlier, yung LeGARDE. Please don't forget to tune in, click on like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Chef Edward. Don't forget to ring the bell so that whenever I have a new video, you will be alerted. Okay? Thank you. Peace. Bye.